caught up as we're starting to wind down the season in the world of motorsports. It is the Monday morning race review. We have 2 more weekends to go in the world of NASCAR before we crown 3 different champions. And we're going to get up and going as the playoffs do continue. And for the next couple of weekends, it's going to be 3 weekends in a row where all 3 series will be running at the same facilities. This time we are over at Texas Motor Speedway. It was the Jag Metals 350 for the NASCAR Camping World. Last time, we're going to be able to do that this year. Also, folks, Camping World Truck Series changes names next year. But let's get some highlights as we have the last lap here. That's our buddy Todd Gilliland hoping to win his very first Truck Series race. White flag lap. 1 more lap around the 1.5-mile tri-oval, and he is good to go and can hoist the trophy and get the guns, which are part of the trophy celebration. Comes out of turn number 2. His truck sputters and runs out of gas. Oh my goodness, it happened again, and demand in the right place at the right time for the second time this year. Same type of thing happened at Canadian Motorsports Speedway. How about Justin Haley takes the victory, and more importantly, Justin Haley punches his ticket to Miami. Now, another guy that did really well in this race, Brett Moffitt from Grimes, he just chipped away, finished 3rd in this race, and Brett sat down and to get his thoughts about what it's going to be like when he heads to Phoenix next weekend.
I certainly think we can win. I think every given weekend we've had the speed capable of winning. It's just about the execution of the race, and I like Phoenix. I've never ran it in a truck. I've got a couple cup starts there, so that'll be completely different. And then obviously with the reconfiguration, who knows what's going to happen. But, you know, I'm confident in our race team that we can go there and compete and win. I think we're in a decent points position now to where unless something freak accident happens, we'll be all right. But I don't know. We'll see when we get there.
There you go. You see Todd Gilliland getting ready for his press conference afterwards, too. What a classy individual he was. He lost the race because of gas, and he just said, hey, things happen, basically. There you have it, some of the folks that we visited with, and the ones with the P's are all those folks that, until next week, are still in the playoffs. Now, let's take a look at the playoff situation. Only 4 go to Miami with a chance for the championship. Brett Moffitt, he's 22 points to the good. Noah Gragson, another really nice kid, he is 18 points to the good right now, and you can see Grant Enfinger and Matt Crafter, the multi-time champion, not in real good shape as they head into Phoenix. So that's the way a playoff situation. After next week, we will know who the 4 people that will fight for the championship will be. Well, the Xfinity Series race, they too had a chance to run over at Texas Motor Speedway over the weekend. And boy, there was drama on the last lap in this one as well. Take a look here as we watch and see what's going on as Tyler Reddick looks like he has this one in hand. Now watch, he slips just a little bit right there, and that gives Cole Custer, who was running right on his bumper, a chance to scoot underneath, and then going down the backstretch about 180 plus miles an hour, they get into each other, but manage to save it as they cruise around. Final couple of turns, and Cole Custer, yep, another one running for the championship. All he's got to do is win this. He punches his ticket, and he does. Great job out of Cole Custer as he is in the championship running right now. Take a look at the results here from the Xfinity Series race. Tyler Reddick finishing in 2nd place. Austin Cindric, another playoff contender, in 3rd. And then Justin Allgaier finished in 5th in this race. So great runs out of all those guys. Elliott Sadler, a top 10 finish for him. Daniel Hemrick, also top 10 finish for him. You can see Annette Gase where they ended up in this race. Now, how about we look at the cutoff situation for the Xfinity Series race as we see as they head into Phoenix, and the cutoff situation does look like this. When it comes to the Xfinity Series again, 4 people will be eliminated at the end of next week's event. And look at Justin Allgaier, who was really sitting on top of the board for quite a long time. He is in peril. Also, Christopher Bell, what a nightmare for Christopher Bell. The last couple of races, been involved in first lap altercations, and then in this one, he ended up getting shuffled all the way back to 32nd place. A guy who's won like 6-7 races this year, again, really in jeopardy of not even making the championship 4. We'll find out next week. Only 1 person is punched in. A lot of people watching Elliott Sadler too. This is his final season, his farewell season. See whether or not he makes it into the final running of the championship. Cup race happened yesterday as well. The AAA Texas 500, Texas Motor Speedway, and our very friend Ryan Blaney did a great job. Qualified on the pole for this race at over 200 miles an an hour. Ryan Blaney, he will be in the 12 as we start here. Clint Boyer is right next to him, starting on the outside of the front row, actually inside because they swap positions, but not a good start for Clint Boyer. First corner, he gets loose and had problems from then on out. He is in the playoff hunt. Then how about this one? Jimmy Johnson just can't catch a break, but then he catches his own teammate and collects him up as well. It went into overtime. It was between Blaney and Kevin Harvick for the overtime race. 2 laps to figure out who was going to win this. Now watch this. Kevin Harvick pulled a kid from the crowd and took a selfie with a kid who was trying to take a picture of him as he was getting the flag, the checkered flag at the end of the race. Something else that was really cool too, Harvick got the flag and he threw it in the car and took the selfie with the kid. Then when he went back to the car, he went in, got the flag, went back to the crowd, had the usher find the kid he just took the selfie with, and handed him the checkered flag too. Harvick, I think, has 44 of these already. This would have been his 45th one. So again, making a memory for that young man he will not forget. There you see Blaney end up finishing in second place with his 200+ mile per hour pole run from just the other day. Joey Logano was right there. He was waiting for those two guys to get together so he could punch his ticket again for another victory. He's already in though, so he is good to go. Kyle Larson ended up finishing in 5th in this race. You can see all the other playoff contenders right there. Landon Castle from Cedar Rapids and Joey Gase were also in this race, finishing 35th and 37th respectively. So question is, where do the playoffs shake out now? Where's the cutoff line for next weekend's race? Well, here it is, and here are the folks that look like they're on the outside looking in right now. Kurt Busch, the former champion, he is on the outside looking in. Chase Elliott outside, Eric Almirola, and Clint Boyer. Look at it, 71 points. He's got to win. Those guys basically have to win if they want to be in the championship for next weekend. Truex Jr., again, he didn't do too bad, but again, he wanted to win for this one, especially after the last couple of races. We had catastrophes in the final laps of those races. Now, something else that was going on, that was happening down in Texas, but over in the Charlotte Motor Speedway area at the dirt track is what they're calling it. They had their championships, and we want to give a shout out to somebody. For the first time this year, how about the World Finals had a winner that we're all very, very familiar with around here. A good friend of ours, Ian Matson, wins his first World of Outlaw event of the year. This happened in the afternoon on Saturday, so congratulations to Ian for getting his first win of the season. But the big one was the grand finale here, folks. We're talking about the sprint cars running at the dirt track. Let's take a look at the last couple of laps right here as we take a look at the highlights. Thank you very much to the World of Outlaws. 2 laps to go here. That's Donnie Schatz leading Logan Schuchart. It takes over the lead with less than 2 laps to go. Now, you know that Schatz isn't going to give it up this easy. Coming around here again, this track is about the same kind of track as we have over at Knoxville, size-wise, but Schatz takes command with 1 lap to go. Logan going to try again, try to get real high up in the cushion, gets a good bite out of here, and then dives it down in turn number 3. Not quite enough steam to get around Donnie Schatz, so the final event of the year goes to the one and only Donnie Schatz. And in case you're wondering how many victories he has this year, that is a feature win number 22 this year. Yeah, you could probably figure out who won the championship as well. Logan finished in 2nd. Brad Sweet finished in 3rd. Kerry Madsen, Ian's brother, finished in 8th place here. Ian finished in 14th. Brian Brown, 16th. And Austin McCarl was in this race as well. Austin finished in 26th in the race. But when it comes to championships, 22 wins, yeah, you're probably going to get the championship. He ends the year in style, his 10th World of Outlaw Championship for Donnie Schatz. Well, something else that was going on there, folks. They have a couple of different divisions here. Also, the late models, the World of Outlaws, have a late model division too. And a familiar face over there. You can see the photo on the left-hand side. Scott Bloomquist wins the final event of the year, but looks like Mike Malar did well enough in 6th place. He takes home the championship in the late model division of the World of Outlaws. So there you have it, folks. You are all caught up on what's happening in the world of motorsports. That's your Monday morning race review.